Our next step in our project is going to be to create a picture collage using Google Draw. So as you can see, I'm in my Google Drive, and it's always a good idea to get organized in Google Drive, especially the more years that you have been here in school and you have lots and lots of documents. So I created a folder called Ancient Rome, and in it I put my citation document. And if you see over here on my second tab, here's my citation document. I have an image link for the 12 tablets. I have an image link for dice because ancient Roman children played games like dice, and I learned that ancient Roman people ate fish. So I have an image for each of these, and I'm going to show you a little trick for how to deal with each of these different types of images. So let's go back to Google Drive, and we're going to create a picture collage using Google Draw. So I'm going to click on New, More, Google Drawings. And then in Google Drawings, I'm going to give it a title. Ancient Rome Photo Collage. And then here's our blank screen. And the first thing we need to do is bring in an image. And we do that by clicking on Insert, Image. And then we have the URL of the images that we want to bring in from our citation page. So I'm going to click on By URL. I'm going to go here, and the first image I'm going to bring into my project is the 12 tablets. So I'm going to copy this URL and then paste it here in Insert Image. Now the image that comes in is pretty much full screen. I'm actually going to make it a little bigger. It's going over the edge here, and that's okay. But I want it to take up the whole page. So that's my first image in my collage. Now the second image I have has a transparent background. So let's see how that turns out. I'm going to copy the URL for my dice, which has a transparent background. I'm going to go to my Google Drawing tab. Again, I'm going to do Insert Image by URL, and here's my dice. And when I click on Select, you can see my base image through the dice. So I like that. I'm going to make this smaller, kind of center it right in the center here. And that's how the transparent background can kind of work in your favor. It looks kind of nice here. Now the last thing I want to bring into my collage is an image of fish, because people in ancient Rome ate fish. And I'm going to show you another tool where you can cut your image into a shape. So the first thing I'm going to do again is Insert Image and go back to my citations, and I have an image of fish. I made sure that it was labeled for reuse already. I'm going to paste the image in here, the image URL, and there's my fish. And I'm going to click on Select, and it's awfully big, so I'm going to make it much smaller. Maybe put it in the corner here a little bit. And what I want to do is I want to make this picture kind of interesting. So I'm selecting the image, and I can tell my fish image is selected because it has the handles here. Make it nice and big and line it up to the corner. Now I'm going to try to make, like I said, make this a little bit more interesting. And I want you to notice here there's a crop image tool. Next to the word, or next to the little icon, is a drop down. This is important. The drop down next to the crop tool will let me crop a square image into a particular shape. So as I look through my choices of shapes, maybe I want an arrow. If I click on the shape that I want my image to be masked, see how my fish looks like a big arrow. So I can make it bigger if I want to. I can move it. The bottom line, it kind of makes your image interesting. If I don't like that, I can go ahead and crop it again. Maybe instead I want like a call out so it looks like a big flash. But that's a way to make your images kind of interesting. Now the other thing you might want to do are label the different areas. because this is going to become the base for your ThingLink project, and you're going to augment this image with facts that you have learned about the ancient Roman civilization. So maybe on top of the fish I want to label it food, drink, and housing. So I'm going to insert a text box, put it right here on my fish, and I could say food, drink, and housing. And maybe I don't like the color, so you can select the text, change the color to something brighter. Oops. No, it's over here. Sorry, guys. And play around with the color. Maybe I want it to be bigger and bolder. So again, if you select the text first, you can make it larger. You can bold it. You can change the font. So that's, in a quick nutshell, how to create a photo collage using Google Draw.